I've always wanted to have my own space that could cater to all of my different creative interests. So between visual arts, videography, photography, I'm also into crafts, rug making, and I'll walk you through how this office space serves me. Starting off with my favorite feature of this entire room is my extremely janky is my lighting. Now this desk, while actually solving a lot of problems, created a problem as well. I didn't have anywhere for my light stand to go. Hence, this is where things get kind of funny. I had this brilliant idea. Wait, a light doesn't weigh as much as a closet door? That is a sliding track for a closet. And this actually works amazing. I can move this wherever I need to, and I don't have to have it locked off in one position permanently, like I was afraid of. And this solution cost me $34. Now, moving on to my next favorite thing about this room is my desk. Now, this desk is from Fully, and while on the pricier side of desks, this is a standing desk. And building it was kind of rough, but I mean, I was able to do it by myself in about an hour or two, so not bad. Now on top of the desk, I'm using the Samsung M8 smart monitor. And if you'd like, I'll make a full-on review of this, but for now, I'll just give you my TLDR. For starters, it's really pretty. What drew me to buying this particular monitor, not only was it extremely affordable for being a 4K monitor, that's 32 inches, but it also doubles as a smart TV. If I ever were to upgrade to another monitor, and I probably will because this isn't great for color accuracy, the nice thing about it is that it's also a TV, and I'd have a thin, awesome smart TV, so win-win. My biggest gripe with this monitor, however, is the latency. It does have some lag, which is extremely frustrating. Unless I switch it to the gaming mode, I have to manually click over and set it to that gaming mode in order to not have perceivable lag. So that can be a bit tedious and a bit frustrating. Moving on to the computer of choice. Here I have a 16-inch M1 Max MacBook Pro, completely spec'd out in every aspect other than the 8 terabytes of space, which I thought was overkill. And in hindsight, I guess all of it's kind of overkill. But I still love it. I have a review of it over here if you'd like to watch that. As for desk peripherals, I have none other than, you guessed it, the MX Master 3S, which is my favorite mouse by far, and coming from years and years of strictly using laptops and trackpads, this particular mouse allows me to keep a lot of those shortcuts and gestures that I thought would only be possible on a trackpad. And if you'd like to see my full review of that mouse, you can watch that up here. And paired with this awesome mouse is the MX Master Keys keyboard. My only complaint with this particular keyboard is that it's very easy to misclick. And maybe that's a case of just get good. And underneath it all, I have this very common, you know, like the IKEA matte thing, like everyone has this. I did also find that my monitor didn't quite reach high enough, and so I did end up having to get a monitor stand. This was just some affordable one off of Amazon. So the way that I have my desk set up is there's kind of like 2 zones or stations. And here we have the editing zone. And if we turn to our left, this is my creative zone, the craft zone, the sewing station. So recently I got into sewing, and you might have seen a couple of videos that I've made making camera bags and camera accessories, and this is kind of where all the magic happens. And conveniently for me, this particular mat is what I use to make cuts in fabric, but it also looks really good for unboxing and stuff like that. And not to mention, it does have measurements, so if someone watching my videos looks down at this mat, every single square is exactly 1 inch, which kind of gives you a really good point of reference for scale. And the obvious one is that it protects my desk. And holding it down, I do have some clamps, which I do hang my headphones off of. Next to that is one of my favorite tools I have ever purchased. Manfrotto attachment. The names are just, you need better names for your products. But this particular arm clamps to the side of your desk. Extremely easy top-down shots. And it's really easy to set it up and break it down, and it just lives right there at the side of my desk. And the last 2 objects that I have on my desk are my PC and my Xbox, both for gaming. I'll play the occasional Apex or Overwatch, and I have the room on my desk, so That's where they live. And behind me, it's just from IKEA. I've been asked about this a lot. There's nothing special, like this isn't like a unique model or anything. I just took some of the shelves out to get kind of that bigger area, which I think looks a lot better than how it normally comes. And on top, I just have some of my cameras and various decorations, what have you. And this also serves as my background whenever I film these videos. And plants. A lot of plants. When you're glued to a screen 24/7 all the time, it's good to just have other alive things in the room. It also encourages me to open the windows more often because if the plants need light, I probably need some light too. There's still a lot that I want to do to this room. There's a lot of blank space here in the back. It's nice having some practical lights in the background, gives a little more depth. But yeah, that's it for my home studio makeover. Go ahead and tell me in the comments what you'd like to see, because I could make reviews on literally everything I have in here. So if you like this video, like it. It actually makes a huge difference. Do not forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah, that's everything.